Hey guys, so I am at M-Tech, also known as Mugen. You guys should already know that these guys are super famous for tuning Hondas and making parts. We already have a Honda S60 there, so let's go inside. Right, so into the Mugen headquarters, we are first greeted with these small die-cast models. Now I'm going to pan slowly because I have noticed that if I do it too quickly, the images become slightly blurry. So we have a facelift DC5 Mugen version, of course, Formula car. This one looks like the New Civic Sport Turbo. Some Le Mans cars, blue S2000, followed by a silver one, my favorite car, of course. Mugen DC5 again, and the Civic EG. This one's just awesome. Try to capture that, it's quite hard. There we go. And quite a few trophies. This one has a spark plug in the middle. It's pretty cool. It's NGK Iridium one. And up here as well, we also have more trophies. This one's a steering wheel. That's quite nice. And they continue up to the top. Over here we have a brochure stand of their latest projects, and I have quite a few with me as well, which I will show you guys in a second. These look like Tamiya shells, so CRZ, old school CRX, and NSX. That was really nice. Super famous Civic here. And a Formula car. Just moving backwards. I have to speak quite quietly because they do have a meeting over there. But here we have the Isle of Man TT champagne bottle. This is super awesome. It's etched onto the bottle itself, and it's humongous. This is the size of a normal bottle there. I think this is a Durabome, not 100% sure. But we have the Isle of Man 2016 trophy there, and a few other ones. Obviously, big poster of that as well. Super cool, which we will show you just around here. Just a quick board of showing when Mugen started. It's a bit of a reflection on that. So, started in 1973, and they've been developing engines, cars ever since then. Motorbikes, of course. Have an off-roader here. A couple actually, even more. This is a Mugen MRV 1000. And these are the latest bikes to come back from the Isle of Man. Ridden by Jay McGuinness, of course. If you don't know who he is, then you definitely have to look him up. Super crazy drivers. Just want to show you the tires. I think it was this one. They're really corner hard. They haven't even changed it. They've left the original tires on there. And you can see the grading on this one. Just behind here we have a cabinet, or 4 of them, of more die-cast models. Really nice NSX ones. Nice yellow one at the back. Quite a few helmets by various drivers throughout the years. So I think that's an Arai GP5 or 6. It's not showing at the back. A couple of more NSX models. Have Martin Brundle's helmet from back in the days, 1995. Look how it's changed over the years to the current one. Another one from 2012. Moving down to one from 2003. This one's a 2004 one. onto a 2000. So they're fairly similar in shape, but they just have subtle changes, like more trophies and a worn out brake disc. Look at the lip on that one, that's just crazy. Another old school one from 1997. Notice there's no air intakes at the front of the helmet, compared to this one from 2005 that has it at the top. Super awesome. And look at this model, Jack Civic, very, very famous. If you haven't seen videos on this, I highly recommend that you do. And a saloon 4-door version at the back. And over here we have a display cabinet of the exhaust manifolds for the S2000. So the top one is for the earlier model, AP1. Try to show you guys, there we go. And the one below that is the AP2 with the 2.2 engine. So if I just step back, just have a look at the design, especially at the bend. I think it's that bend there compared to that one. It's slightly smoother on the bottom one. Quite hard to show you guys, let me try to move it here. It's a lot smoother on the 2.2 version. And below that is the dynamo bench. So they did a lot of testing on the exhaust before releasing it to the public. Over here we have braided lines and their Type S pads, all on show for you guys with their temperatures and when they fade, etc. Mugen brake fluid, their rotors. Now their rotors are made by Akebono, who also makes Honda OEM products. And for their suspension they go for Showa, who also makes OEM Honda products, but to Mugen specs. That's pretty cool. And we have a set here that you guys can, well, the public can come and touch and see how they are. That's quite nice. And below that we have 3 wheels. Now Mugen keeps this as a secret. These are forged, actually more or less all of them are forged. Now the secret is they don't tell you who makes the wheels, but I think it's quite obvious. And here we just have a display from the Integra Type R and Civic Type R EK9 brake system. So we've got pads, rotors, suspension, braided brake lines. That looks really cool. And this is where we start a display of all their engines. So this is the Formula 1 engine from the year 2000. That is a V10. 1998, still a V10. I try to show you the description on the bottom as well. We'll move on to one from 1997. These were the screamers, absolutely mental, super loud, and carbon fiber all over the place on the air intake. That's really nice. Very old school 1992 version. Still a V10. This one's 3.5 litres compared to the other 3, which were 3 litres. Look at that exhaust manifold. So nice. But this one's even better. This was used in the Formula 3000 from 1988 to the year 2005. 161 wins out of 172 races. Just shows how good they are. Look at the height of the trumpets. And this one, we have one from Formula 3. Again, 1988 to 1995. These were mainly raced in America, I think it was. But to me, it looks like a B-series engine. Or very similar. What the layout is. Wouldn't be surprised if it shares a lot of the same components. Got a oil filter at the back. Very, very similar. Over here we have some V8s. These are from America. Won't be able to show you too much because they are having the meeting just there. Onto their merchandise. Couple umbrellas there. We have neck warmers, towels, wristbands, although I think this would fit nicely onto my brake fluid reservoir. A couple of bags and some hats at the top. And we also have loads of t-shirts and hoodies and jackets, and display cabinet of all their stickers. And over here we have their oil filler caps, some number plate bolts, and these are all genuine, of course, because I know the amount of replicas that are available out there on the internet. And before I show you the car that is sitting in here, we have a signed helmet from Damon Hill back in the days, and his trophies just across the other side when he was racing for Jordan. So that's the past there. And here's his Formula One car from back then. Really bright yellow. When he won this, of course, they made the Civic Jordan available in the UK. Here's the specifications. Let's see if you guys want to read that. But how it has changed from back then to the cars of today. So moving on to the one and only car in this showroom. It is a Honda CRZ Mugen RR concept. Pre-production model. I did speak with the staff here and they did say that this won't be available to the public, unfortunately, as they have finished developing this car. But it looks so much more aggressive and just nicer than a standard CRZ. The wheels with the Mugen calipers there, carbon fiber mirrors, Mugen badge or sticker inside, like the Mugen Recaro seats, super awesome. And he's just going to pop the bonnet for me. He's got the keys there. Just give him a second. Wow, lots of carbon fiber. Thank you. Carbon fiber intake there. Obviously the air goes in, hits the filter, and then back into the engine. Mugen oil cap with the sock. It's really nice, super clean. See the gearbox codes down there. And going around to the back, we have a carbon fiber spoiler. This one suits the car very well. Just step back a bit. And this single exit exhaust, is that standard on a CRZ? I'm not too sure. And it looks like they have a carbon fiber under tray as well. And I think I spot Yokohama 8008R tires. That's really nice. Distinctive red brake pads there with the Mugen stamp, of course. Has kindly let me fill the interior. So we have Mugen mats with the nice green accents on the sides. Those seats, they look so nice, so body hugging. Lots of carbon fiber. I myself have the gear knob, but this one's finished in green to match this car. And it's just super nice, super JDM, really cool. Even on over here, lots of carbon fiber. And just coming over here, I'll just show you the brochures quickly. So we start off with the S2000 one. This was back in the days when they were developing this car. And just some information there. So you've got the front valance, rear spoiler, just some brake pads. And we move on to one of the latest ones, which is the FK2. So you can see that car there. All these parts should be available. I'll be surprised if it's not. So lots of stuff that you guys can order for your FK2. Really animated on that. We have the Mugen FD2. So lots of parts there again. I think this one has the most parts so far. Really highly detailed brochure as well. Aero parts, bushes, more or less everything can be changed on this one. We have an FN2, you guys in the UK. We have the Mugen 200, Mugen 20. Well, look at that, getting some airtime there. That's good. I'd love to have a set of their calipers, but they are super expensive. And just over here we have a Mugen RA S660. So I'll just show you guys that one there. That is their development car. They don't give it a number, so I'm going to call it number 0. But that's what they used to create the Mugen RA. So they're all sold out already. So if you're thinking of buying one, unfortunately you're a bit too late. But really nice. And this is the Mugen S660 bits that you can buy. So this is their latest brochure. Lots of stuff to look at. So a big thank you to the guy standing over there next to Crystal. Once again, this is Mugen Headquarters. Although a bit small, there's lots of stuff to look at and learn about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys soon.